So, we have returned to the absolute hell that is the end of this game. If you happen to hear anything being picked up on the microphone that is the sound of skin peeling off of leather, that's because it's hot. I am not wearing a shirt, and I am stuck to my leather chair. So, what I mentioned I might do at the end of last stream was to go and fix all my problems. Unfortunately, work got in the way of it. So I have had no time to basically do any grinding or anything to do with this game. The first amount of time I got to play anything was a Saturday afternoon at about 6 o'clock, after I had finished work, doing something like 7 hours. Oh, maybe so. But today in centigrade it is much like Saturday. About it's about 31 degrees outside. It's not cold by any chance. And I spent most of my time in 33 to 36 degrees Celsius in the kitchen, working. And for anyone that is, and for the one place that is still using Fahrenheit, that is about roughly 88 to somewhere beyond 88 to 96 Fahrenheit. So, unreasonably hot and sticky, to the point where I have dragged my mattress from my bed upstairs and just put it on the floor. Put it on the floor in my living room. Times are tough. Especially when you have to sleep on your living room floor. But current game plan is to basically wander off to the Naming Way Cave. Buy a bunch of elixirs, because I have God knows how much cash. And then go back in, fight my way down, and hopefully beat the final boss. For the moon's surface and most of the moon itself, I am grossly too powerful, but for the actual final boss, well, I think most of my characters can survive his initial attack. It's mostly Rydia that cannot. And there is a way of basically neutering that attack, but it requires very risky play. I had considered the because next week my hours have changed again, I shall still keep the stream till still keep the stream on next Wednesday, even though Tuesday is technically my Saturday. So, he's already bled enough. Because next Wednesday is actually kind of a significant day. So that's the whole reason it's not being shunted and shafted around. But to the naming ways. Yeah. Now where's the shop, guys? Is it you? No. You? One of you is a shop. Inventory full. Gee, I wonder why. Move that. Don't use that because that's drain. That's kind of past its specified date. That can go. Oh, that can definitely go. So can that. Stardust, maybe. I can buy that many elixirs. That's it, really. Let's make sure my items are stored in the right way. There we go. Now we have 19 elixirs and 32 ether 2s, so that's 150 MP, which is fine. That should be enough, but I don't know. It's just I'm taking estimates here. The only problem with this area is, of course, the fact that I cannot just directly land here because the cavern is scarred. The whole area is scarred. You literally have to just start from here every single time. There is no shortcut back to the palace. I mean, it's the same design philosophy as why I despise the Crystal Tower from Final Fantasy III, but that's just longer. The only thing that they learned when designing this one is that no one particularly wants to walk up a tower twice. Right, I am content with just wandering down the lunar subterranean like more than once, but that's only because it's actually interesting and there's only one dungeon. What I could do without is the constant use of the lunar path. Ah, grenades do not count as heavy enemies. Interesting. Something you have. I think that's something you have to be more aware of when playing Final Fantasy V than 4. The thing is, Edge is supposed to be much, much stronger weapon power-wise, but he is still incredibly weak. Like, only Cecil has stronger weapon power. We've got now more Comet, great. So recharge my I think I don't really show this off, mostly because I was lazy about it, but there's not really much point to them unless you're just coming back into this place. There is a HP and MP refill, but there's not really much point. You barely spend that much time in here unless you constantly keep going in and out of lunar subterrane without finding a save point. Right, it's time for more flashing as the crystal sends us to the center of the Earth. I have to actually pay attention with every fight that I do. Sort of. It's to bolt, from what I remember correctly. I don't... Have I mentioned it before? I don't know. Have a look at something here. I don't know about. What to deduce whether this actually exists in the 2D version of Final Fantasy IV. Ah, okay. Only one item exists in the original version of Final Fantasy IV, which is the adamant armor. Wherever it has gone. Yeah. So the adamant armor, you have to get the hold on a second, I'm reading this correctly. So you have to get the pink tail from the Flan Princess, which is a rare enemy in itself. In the 3D remake, however, you can get more than just one. And that gives you the onion gear, which is how I beat the 3D version in the end. But adamant armor, how it works. So it gives plus 15 to all stats. It's already pretty powerful. Let's also show this off, because Holy Labs can do this. Pew! Although, admittedly, it is incredibly weak. It gives 15 to all stats, and then it resists fire, ice, lightning, poison, blind, silence, pig, mini, toad, petrified, death, gradual, petrified, confused, sleep, paralyzed, float, and curse. Which is essentially every stat in the game. Yes, adamant armor is that powerful if you take the time to go and grind it out, but it's not really worth it. Like the onion armor, most certainly, because Final Fantasy IV's 3D mounting is kind of trash. Because the way they balanced that was to go, okay, we've just redone Final Fantasy 3, let's apply that logic to Final Fantasy 4. Is the answer that should be given there just a hum? I think I've stated it before, like, the highest level I was when I finished the DS version was absurdly high. It was 93, and I was still dying to enemies I should have been able to steamroller at that point. How the enemies are still able to trouble you at level 93, I am still not totally certain. But then again, the DS version also had a super boss. So, a lot of this is just take with a pinch of salt. So I'm pretty certain the developers did. It's a DS RPG. Please, make it worth my time. Okay, in that industry way of going, right, we need players to have value for their money. Which the answer is, make a game that's not full of shit and fluff, and then make it cost less. Maybe that's me just being naively idealistic. Who knows? To be fair, at that point, this was like a 20... no. It was 20 years old by that point. It's not a game, it's not a version of it I would revisit. I would revisit the PSP and the advanced versions quicker than the DS one. Which kind of proves a point of mine in which saying that graphics aren't graphical power and fidelity aren't everything. Some things work absolutely fine in 2D. It's like I'm debating. Ooh, well, that was not a good idea. Oh no, that's fine. It wasn't that much. Like, I'm debating in my mind now whether I actually bother with having a revisit of the poster child of things work fine in 2D, which is Symphony of the Night. Oh, Edge is dead. But as whether I can be bothered to bring myself to do so. Pretty have finally learned death. I mean, she's already been surrounded in most of the game. Once again, to reiterate, by most of the fights that I was supposed to be doing by now, I needed to have Holy and Flare Hold on a second. Oh. Did I not do that? Okay then. Just have to refight Bahamut again. That explained why Cecil's so weak. I have the Holy Lance, but I do not have Ragnarok. What crazy stupid idea did I have at one stage without saving? I mean, it's fine. Just go back and reacquire it. Allows me to go somewhere around here. Oh, she actually died this time. Yeah, I think I should go back and get Ragnarok. How could I have done that? I've been so silly. I've just done it again, haven't I? I've assumed elemental weakness. And Blizzard is the one move that frightens the fuck out of me in the DS version. Because that will do thousands of damage. For no reason that I can discern. I thought it was not. Honestly, thought that was a very interesting bug that I didn't have Ragnarok. And then the next thought is, how have I accomplished that? Oh, come on, stupid dragon. Is it the one I can use Quake on? Yes. This way. Across the magical bridge. let's just smoke. The fighting veteran just turns dull because it just constantly keeps using Doom. I'm glad I came back down the long way, otherwise I would have missed that I was missing a weapon. I'm honestly surprised how that's happened. Rose is literally one level away from being able to use Holy. Come here. Even she is. Oh Christ. Okay. Do I remember how to do this fight? No. I remember the gimmick, but that's about it. Oh, come on. It's as fast as... Oh, God. It missed? What? Well, Edge is about to spontaneously combust. Oh, no, there we go. She survived it. It's not doing enough damage at the moment. Need to reduce the absolute pounding it's giving me. Come on, Edge. Please. Probably not like it. It doesn't really matter because it's just able to outspeed me at the moment. It has missed. Interesting. One of the rare times in one of the rare games in which magic can miss. Most magic always hits. Haste on this idiot. Unless he spontaneously combusts, which is always a possibility. Well, Iridia somehow has. It's making this dry even further. Really wants my green-haired mage to die. It's taking real offence that she's not dead. Well, she is now. Oh, there she goes. There it goes. Good. I find it so bizarre that I received this like 2 weeks ago and now I've lost it again. Whatever. I think everyone's got everything that they put for. Yes. Yes. So why did I lose that in particular? Cabin. Let's go refill my water bottle. Excellent. Save it again with the sword reclaimed. Edge is weak to everything. That's honestly what I'm taking away from this. Oh yes, we can do slightly more damage now. Let's see something here. Let's have a lot. 27,000. 54,000. 28,000. Okay. 50,000. Oh, Kane. Okay. If wind will do anything here. Normally that's an ability that doesn't work, but considering it's a flying enemy. Nope, it still doesn't work. I want to. Okay. This why fighting veterans is so goddamn dull. Oh, come on! What nonsense was that? Their turn was literally next. Don't tell me that wasn't a bunch of crap. It happened twice. What have we got now? Maiden's Kiss. Okay, whatever. I don't like I really need that many Maiden's Kisses. If there were that many maidens in the world, they'd probably have a lot more frogs. Oh. Come on, Edge, please. Somehow I'm running out of the basic ability to be able to revive myself. Hmm. 73,000. He's a lot of experience just to even level up at this point. You know, no, I'm done screwing around with these bloody veterans. I'm just gonna make them explode and be done with it. I mean, I'm pretty certain they didn't have this amount of health. Oh, right. Cecil can't do shit magic-wise. Hmm. 31% magic evasion isn't that bad. 1 in 3 chance. Right, fine. Let's just mercilessly kill the shit out of this thing. So unless you hit it with its weakness, it will not do anything. Except scan itself. Also, it is floating off the damn ground. Which should probably tell you what its counterattack is. And it is worth a measly 4,000 experience. It is not worth fighting. We'll give the final boss we'll give it a try. No guarantee I'll win, but we'll give it a try. If I remember its gimmicks correctly, one thing I have to be aware of is one, it's shuddering, and two, the fact that it uses disrupt all the time, which makes buffing up absolutely worthless. Yeah, that's more like it. I'm actually doing damage because I have the weapon I had equipped. Odd that. Fine, let's poison it. I won't use too much magic, but might have to. Rosa finally learned Holy. "16 hours in, I get the ability that I was supposed to have ages ago." Right. Back to the good music. And this thing. This thing that refuses to leave me alone. Regardless of how many times I throw it back. They're probably taking maybe like a third of the time. There we go. Battle is radio now. She's still in the danger zone of that attack, that opening attack, but we'll try and manage and mitigate it. This thing's still an ass though. Ow. Yeah, that's skin sticking to leather. That's real pain. And I literally took one step, and then one of these showed up. I was like, sup. I mean, it's a free bucket of experience, but still. It's kind of tedious to fight. Especially at this stage, because... Wait, is it missing Rydia? What the hell? Okay, that one I understand. Kane getting stronger doesn't bother me because it actually kind of helps give him more agility. Just wish I would stop meeting these. They're sodding heat rays. Let's be Rosa as fast as possible before Kane comes back down. The amount of damage Edge takes is just phenomenal. Yeah, get he's supposed to be the agility character, but still, there is a certain level of bullshit. Come on, hang on. Is there any other gloves I can just fit in with? Other than strength. Rune and Genji. Let's try putting those on instead. It means it does less damage, but you'll be safeguarded a little bit. I mean, ideally you want the Protect Ring, but you can only get so many of those. Okay, this is not what I expected. Let's focus him down first. Game. Oh shit. Oh, it doesn't. But that is not it for this stupid dragon. Okay, eat bio. Surprised they managed to get the two together, actually, because they are massively large sprites to be fielding on this area. What difference a few levels makes. So I can just tank most of the damage. $130,000 gil. Okay, I just got another pair of strength gauntlets. Okay, back to large amount of nothing happening. Nothing but scanning. Keep hitting it with sticks. I'll be done sometime soon. Jeez. There it goes. Yeah, that's like literally a minute of nothing happening. And then it disintegrates like a boss. I know this is the last floor, but still. Mind I am running from, because mind is incredibly powerful. Breath is only powerful if you start pissing it off with magic. Something extra here. Let's start making the donuts happen. That is, if the game will let me. I mean, I'm just watching Zemus looking at this data while he's fighting Golbez and Amphisoy, and he's like, what the hell is this? Why are they sending me the exact same report every 5 seconds? How many photocopies of Rydia do you have in your desk? Oops. Didn't mean to go in that far, never mind. Ah, one of the few times in which go the streets down to a tiny little chibi man. He's casting quite rudimentary spells against this guy. Oh no, there we go. No. Then he just pulls out the holy out of his arse. This is actually kind of a cool moment, the fact that they will dual cast Meteor. Fortunately, that's the basis of the problem that is everything for Final Fantasy IV the after years. Just unceremonious flat. Hold a second. The body is moving. Zeramus, the absolute darkness, the epitome of hate. I am a tiny little flame. I must cast Meteor. We have the double one, and then it's just like, here's two single ones. Crystal. It is eclipsed in the hands of darkness. And then they both receive one back. There we go. Death, the hatred to rage on until all dies. Yeah, you know, generic ass villain for the time. It is time, we must all hold hands and play a game of telephone. But this is also like one of the callbacks that Final Fantasy IX does near the end of the game, so it's actually kind of still cute. Please accept this. Everyone brought back to life. And only at one. Oh no. Normal life. Somehow a ghost. A ghost manages to send its spirit to help you. Oh dear. I'll give you strength. They give you vitality. So only Cecil can actually use the crystal. That's the way that most of this fight actually works, to start with. So that's why Cecil goes first. Crystal. Alright, better get my shurikens ready. Zeramus reveals himself. This monstrosity. So we go Space Monster, Giant Tree, enormous 50-foot penis. I don't know what on earth's gone on with the Final Fantasy design philosophy at that point. No effect. Wait, what? I believe that I have just made a massive mistake. So this is the attack that they always start with. It's Big Bang, and you can... Yep, I thought Rydia was going to die from that. And it also inflicts sap, which is enormously annoying. And there's no way to speed this up either. I need to use Holy on him because this is a gamble. Nope, missed it. You can reduce Zeramus's intelligence on this attack, but it is so goddamn precise. Weak, which means that Edge is basically down to no health, lost too much HP, dead. Black hole! All magic nullified. That's exactly why I didn't cast any. Now he's about to use Big Bang again. Can I make it work? No. I tried. You're supposed to hit him with some kind of offensive magic to lower his intelligence, and it's very difficult because only Rosa and Rydia can. Now he's starting to get into new phases of attacks, so we've really got to step up the ante here. There's Black Hole. Poor Rydia just going to be dead on the floor all the time. Ooh, have I got it? Have I got it? Have I got it? Come on, please, Rosa. Please tell me you're about to do what? Yes! Intelligence lowered. I just threw Excalibur into his head. Well, that's the last life I have. And Rosa's turn is next, I think. Oh god, that's even worse. Black hole. Yep, we're into one of the last phases. Flare is when he starts just unleashing everything. I'm going to need you to defend for the minute, Kane, because I need you here. Okay, all health topped off. Away we go. Do it, you coward. Come on. There's Big Bang. Wait. You have to slow down my damaging attacks for the minute, because Rosa needs MP. Black hole. So on Rosa. I mean, you can try and remove all the status effects that Black Hole and stuff does, but it's pointless. It's damage a lot. And the next thing he's going to do is Big Bang. No, Meteo's next. Okay. I mean, I've got enough items to win the fight. Poor Rydia. Rydia just spent the entirety of the fight on the floor dead. Oh dear. But, this marks a significant moment for me. Because I have never defeated this, this version of Final Fantasy IV. And I've done it under-leveled as shit. So I have beaten PlayStation 1, DS, PSP, and Advanced version. Although I think my frame rate has just died. Well done. I did nothing. As long as evil dwells in the hearts. Yes. Against evil will, good will arises. To our next meeting, which... Valarian, yep. Like, that's the whole premise, I think. I don't know who... Actually, no, I need to look up something quickly. Who the hell directed Final Fantasy IV The After Years? Oh, developed by Matrix Software. I'm not surprised. Matrix Software are not particularly good designers, since the only thing they really did was mobile portion for mobile games and 4 Heroes of Light. That should tell you their entire resume is kind of trash. Let's see. Okay, executive producer was Takashi Takita. What did he design? He was the graphics director for Final Fantasy 1, sound effects director, editor for Final Fantasy 3, the game designer for Final Fantasy 4, and the scenario writer. So that explains a lot. I'm trying to find anything on its... here it is. Development. Final Fantasy IV The After Years came about as the developers were in the midst of remaking Final Fantasy IV for the DS. The idea was to create a companion piece for mobile platform rather than create a packaged version, which take 1 or 2 years of development. The team wanted something the players of Final Fantasy IV DS could play right after finishing it. Well, that was a bad idea to start with. When remaking Final Fantasy... Well, it took them 9 fucking months to release the whole thing, so 1 or 2 years would have just been better. When remaking Final Fantasy IV for the DS and coming up with a sequel, the developers thought it would be possible to create a sequel based on the change of generations, i.e. a la Fire Emblem 4, Phantasy Star 3, Generations of Doom, all that kind of stuff. Takashi Takita has compared it to the Star Wars prequels, which is a bad thing to do. This is a deliberate homage as Final Fantasy IV also has Biggs and Wedge and a Darth Vader type character. A theme of Final Fantasy IV The After Years was to show weak characters develop emotionally rather than physically. Thus, Cecil is not present at the beginning of the game, rather than being a motivational character who riles everyone up, which is bullshit. There's demand for a package version of Final Fantasy IV The After Years, which was for the PlayStation Portable. Also, this character here, which was a bit part when the developers remade everything, she is actually a Sage class in the After Years. Such incidental character, and bam, became a major player in that particular thing. This is playing. I'm going to quickly use the restroom because I haven't used it all stream. Hey, they put crap in a Final Fantasy game. If I had like one, if I had like one little qualm about Final Fantasy IV, the after like when they remade it for the script for the DS version, like everyone survived mostly intact except Cecil, which is bad because he's the main character. And no disrespect to Yuri Lowenthal, but he made him sound like a whiny little Sasuke bitch. But the after years was just, ugh, how bad could you write it? It was literally a Tetsuya Nomura script crossed with God knows what else. I mean, you took a strong-willed female character, which was Rydia, and then you gave her mummy issues. How? How does that work? Abandonment issues, sure. There's actual scope for that, but mummy issues? I just want this to finish playing. Oh, look, Kane is blonde. And then the moon disappears. Because I think, like, a lot of this, excuse me, wraps up quite nicely, but then when the after years brings it back, it's like, how much plot contrivance did you just pull out of your arse to get most of this to work? I think the moon just leaves orbit and pisses off. Just I'm still your daddy, right? Oh, dear. 10 years before Halo? Thinking of which, I just bought the console so I could actually relive that recently. So, I have a brick. Lord knows how I'm going to fit it into my setup, however. It's not the worst one, I'm still got 360 to get at some point. I was thinking, no, that's wrong, that's a lie. 360 could fit inside the original Xbox. Bonk. Sometimes the little details can just be the best. If you're just joining us now, unfortunately, I've just finished. So I'm just planning to... Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's literally how it ends. Apart from the adamant armor, that was 100% complete. Which... Well, it's the first time I've done it on that version, that's for certain. Although, how it's reverted to this, I don't know. Okay, so... Also, the music has changed since the original opening for this. So, let's see. Let us find... This is an extended opening. I've never seen this. Back when everything was made in polygons. That poor black chocobo looks so pissed off. That was a nice, interesting little foible to have to finish the stream on. Because now it should be the credits, yes. Oi, how to sum this one up, considering this was, what the first stream was called, 10 years of spitting into an ocean? It's been a fun ride. I've proven that I am absolutely insane when it comes to playing this particular game. Some of the ending part, I have to feel, is part of its rushed development. That's for certain. Because there's certain things that it doesn't explain, and there's things that keep changing, and you're not entirely certain what it is. But the distinct memory I always have is this feeling that this game was harder than it actually is. Well, this particular version, anyway. But as time has gone on now, I believe that out of the three of them, the Nintendo DS stroke Steam version is the hardest of all ports. But no, it's just the end falls apart slightly, but the fact that I managed to do it, what most people take less time but grind more in the later areas, and then they tend to be like higher level than I was. I mean, it literally just took... But Rydia was dead on the floor. So, I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it's still my favourite Final Fantasy, don't get me wrong. Barring one. But it does make me question whether to do, like, the WonderSwan versions of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 in the future. Maybe have a look at Final Fantasy 5. And certainly, maybe with the possibility of updates, because I know if I wanted to do Final Fantasy 9, I would have to play the Steam or the PS4 version, because it's just the load times that kill playing that game for me. But no, this still stands to me as one of my favourites. And considering that Final Fantasy VI fell from grace with me... Oh, Teseco. People owned by Nintendo. Final Fantasy VI fell from grace, I think it was 2 years ago now? Because I used to hold that one as the highest, like, the epitome of the SNES ones. Now I hold this one in that regard. But no, it's one of the few RPGs I actually want to do, and beating it in 16 and a half hours, not too bad. Especially considering it's absolutely boiling down here. I don't know, if I had to replay one Final Fantasy till the end of time, it would be this one. End of story. That's why it's referenced in Super Mario RPG. Can't understand why. The end. Okay. Let's go raid someone who is currently online. That's a small... Ooh. Let's see if anyone's actually playing Final Fantasy IV at the moment. That's one of the free enterprise ones, which are not great. Let me take a look at one of them. How big is this guy? Insanely big. No. Absolutely not. Boo.
Know your skills. In-game skills.
Browse. Browse for the second. Actually, let's see if someone is still doing their Fiesta run. Because that's still going on at the moment. It's getting close to its end. Don't want someone that's, like, late into the game. It's this one. How far are they? They're playing the GBA version and they're in the ghost ship? What is their classes?
As elemental shots, which
Looks like monk.
only has 5 elements. Yeah, fire, water, lightning via combining the shot with the flame scroll, water scroll, lightning scroll.
Hold on, let me just have a look.
You got earth with by using a glide
Right,
line.
let me turn off this as well.
Actually has purpose for
Also my headphones
chemistry.
caught up in all my wiring.
And then there's holy by using a hero cocktail.
Caught on my chair. Oh, it's caught on the back of my chair. That's not a good sign. Because I'm going to have to...
Holy shot.
Oh, God.
Attack stronger than the other element.
Something is not right here.
Just flat. And then there's status. I can inflict darkness.
Is that a pirate?
I can inflict slow. I can inflict berserk.
Well, okay.
I can inflict hold.
Yeah, let's raid him.
I can inflict mini.
See if I can get some
I
audio
can-
going as well.
Cut enemies' defenses in half. And then there's chaos. Chaos is bullshit. Because chaos is 3 different effects depending on what flavor of shot you're using.
Okay, we're raiding nether tribes.
If I'm using tier 1 shot, it inflicts confuse. If I'm using tier 2 shot, it inflicts poison and does less damage. Oh shit.
Oh, I'm not paying attention anyway.
And if I'm using the tier 3 shot, it inflicts death.
Oh well, this was kind of thus. Never mind. Yep, channels here. Ah, whatever.
So for people doing like official Fiesta runs using the advanced set and using
Okay, next week is going to be something
a,
special. So,
Cannoneer,
we're going to look at some 8-bit
you cannot use
ancient history
Chaos
for me.
Shot